You want something quick and simple for dinner tonight? This is a 2-for-1 deal. We're doing a crispy chicken tender and a mini Hasselbeck potato all in the air fryer, all at the same time. Hey, welcome back and thanks for tuning in to yet another episode of Annie's Smoking Pot. Dinner will be ready in no time, so you can enjoy whatever you enjoy on a Sunday evening. Might not be Sunday right now when you're watching it. Probably won't be. It'll probably be Thursday. But for me, it's Sunday, and this is what we're cooking. Thin sliced chicken breasts. I like the thighs, but for this, we're using the chicken breast because it turns out so incredibly tender and juicy in that air fryer. But they're awful big. They're not chicken tenders yet. Let's make them into some tenders. Want to try to cut them all pretty evenly. That way they cook evenly as well. Those are nice little sizes right there. I think that's perfect. Little bit of finger food action. It's going to be great. Nice little bite-sized pieces. Now we're going to go ahead and add some seasonings to the chicken. We've got just your standard salt and pepper. Oh, I've mixed it up a little bit on you guys this time. Usually I use the kosher salt and fresh ground pepper. This time we've got a little bit of the Himalayan pink salt going on. Smoky paprika. I know it kind of looks haphazard, but we're going to be flipping them over and doing the other side as well. And some garlic powder. And then we're just going to flip them over, do the same thing on the other side. Get them really nicely coated. Now, into the flour. The flour, I didn't put any seasonings into the flour. I opted this time to season the chicken itself. That is a lot of chicken. All right, we want to make sure and coat both sides really well. By coating it really well with the flour, this is what helps the egg stick, which helps the panko stick, which is what we're using in this application. We're going to use panko instead of just your standard breadcrumbs. Perfect. 2 eggs. Beat them up. Get those yolks really well mixed in. That way you don't get like big globs of egg white onto the chicken. Now, let's add some more seasoning to this amazing dish. Plain panko breadcrumbs. This is a spice blend. You can get it at any grocery store. It's where I got it. I did not make my own this time around. This is called Kickin Chicken. I'm not even sure what's all in there, but it has got a kick. Hence the name, Kickin Chicken. It's fantastic. Mix that into the breadcrumbs. I can see it's got red pepper flake. That I can tell you. Now for the fun part, right? I don't know if it's fun so much as just messy, but we're going to take the chicken from the flour into the egg. This is as many as you can fit in there nicely, I guess. Flip them around as always. Make sure you have a wet hand and a dry hand. Coat both sides really well and then into the panko. There is nothing neat about this. Don't worry if you make a mess. It's going to happen. You don't need to see me do all this, so through the powers of editing, now that this bowl is full, I need to move them. So we're going to flip them, get panko on both sides, and then you're going to put them onto a rack so that they can rest while we get the potatoes ready in just a little bit. You want them to rest because that helps the breadcrumbs kind of dry a little bit on there so that it hangs on a little bit better in the air fryer. While those are resting, let's get our potatoes ready. We are making a mini Hasselbeck potato, which is basically just a fancy sliced potato that's got butter and all kinds of good stuff on it. But you don't want to cut all the way through the potato, so chopstick, wooden dowels, whatever you happen to have that just gives you that edge so you don't go all the way through. And then just slice. Isn't that fun? All beautifully, nicely sliced. Now you're just going to kind of want to spread them just a little bit, just to kind of it just opens it up just a little bit. I'm doing mine on a plate only because this next step tends to get a little messy. As always, description down below. You'll find the full recipe, step by step, everything. You don't need to know the measurements we're doing right now. It's all right there for you, right next to that subscribe button. So I hope if you've been watching the videos, you've been subscribing and not just watching them for free. Come on, help me out. Hit that subscribe button. Share with friends and family. Now the fun part. Melted butter. we are adding smoky paprika because we're kind of mirroring the flavors that's in our chicken. So smoky paprika and garlic powder. Give that a really good mix. And then you're just gonna brush it all over these potatoes. You're gonna get messy with this. You wouldn't if you grabbed a second pair of gloves. I did not. What do you think of my apron? You like that? My first set of merch. Those are done. Let's get our air fryer preheating. Turning that bad boy on. We're gonna air fry it. We're gonna air fry it at 360 for 15 minutes. 360, 15, and start. And I'm gonna take a look at these and just kind of give them a little spread. I wanna make sure that some of those juices got down in there. While that's heating up, we've got one more step on that chicken. You've got your spray can of nonstick. You can use any kind of nonstick cooking spray you want. You can use an Evo spray mister. I am opting to go with a mister. That's avocado oil. It is a great flavor on these chicken tenders. You're gonna spray one side, put them in the air fryer, oil side down, and then we're gonna spray them again before we start cooking them. Just getting blasted. All right, we're ready, guys. In they go. We're gonna put the potatoes in and our tenders. Don't overcrowd, as always. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this. This will be just fine right there. Gotta give them another blast on the other side. And in they go. So in about 8 minutes, we'll meet you back here because we've got something to do. 8 minutes through cook time. We are almost at that 8-minute mark. So as soon as we get there, we got some stuff to do. See that? How beautiful is that looking? That melted butter, you should still have some left over. We're gonna go ahead and brush it on the potatoes again. Just give them a nice little coating. And then, oh, you just wait. Chopped chives right there. We're gonna put that on top of those potatoes. And some shredded Parmesan cheese. And if you know your air fryer, you gotta kind of mush it down a little bit so that the cheese doesn't fly up into the elements. Just like that. And we need to flip the chicken. Oh, you can already hear how beautifully crispy they are. And in it goes. 7 more minutes till dinner. You know what that sound means by now, don't you? It's time. Oh, look at that. Absolutely perfect. We got browned, crispy Hasselbeck potatoes and those beautiful chicken tenders. Look at that. Be sure to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. As always, subscribe if you haven't. Share with anybody and everybody. But most important, enjoy your dinner. There we have it. Chicken tenders, Hasselbeck potatoes, 15 minutes in the air fryer. Perfect dinner. Served with a little blue cheese, but you serve it with however you want, whatever you want for dipping sauces. I like blue cheese. You don't have to eat the blue cheese. Do whatever you want. It's your kitchen. As always, thanks for watching. Bye.